introduction. So the internet, these types are still popular, especially in their online versions, news websites like this. And of course, we have new media such as YouTube and social media sites, Instagram, and these two have changed our media habits. How we consume media has changed. So my personal preferences for using the media and using the internet in particular. So personally, I use the internet much more than I watch television. Sorry about this. Than I watch television or I listen to the radio. Because in my house, I don't have a television. I just have a computer. So I use the internet for all of my needs: entertainment, news, social media, messaging. For example, I prefer to read the news online on my computer than watching television news. And I use the internet on my mobile phone or cell phone in the US, or on my laptop, my computer. And for instant messaging, I generally use WhatsApp. All of their life as a continuous presence in their life. I remember the first few years of my life, I didn't have the internet, I didn't have a computer, didn't have a games console, or any of these things. A mobile phone, definitely not. So I was born in 1995, and I first used a computer and the internet in 2002, when I was 6 or 7 years old. Also, in the past, it was impossible to use the internet when someone was talking on the phone. So for example, if I was using my computer and my mum was talking on the phone, we couldn't do the two things. So I would have to go off the computer, off the internet, or she would have to stop talking on the phone. And when you connected to the internet, the computer made this sound, actually. And we could use the computer for 5 minutes each. And the first time I had a mobile phone, a cell phone, was in 2007, secondary school. The first time I used YouTube was in 2008, and the first time I used Facebook was in 2009, when I was 14 years old. And my first smartphone, so my first mobile phone, was like one of these, like an old Nokia. In English we call them a brick phone, like a brick. This is a brick. We call these like a brick. They're impossible to destroy. So my first smartphone was in 2011, when I was 16 years old. And this is what the old computers were like as well. To do with internet and technology. I hope you found them interesting, and thank you for listening.